And that was Jake. He just got done. He had a great show as always. And welcome to the after party. Watch page is going well. All right. Oh, all right. So John is here. It's a good show tonight. We're gonna point out. In fact, let's just do it through Jake's point of view instead of having to try to find it. All right. I wanted to point something out. Okay. I don't know if I was the only one that noticed this. Oops. I got to get rid of Home Alone here. I'm going to zoom in here. Or you know what? That may be better. Let's try to find the actual. I noticed something. Yeah, my internet can suck sometimes. It is. Jake did a great job. Where is that? Here it is, Magno News. I noticed something.
Thank you very much, everybody. This is a.
Is it only me? Maybe it's just me. And maybe I'm just being an idiot. Who knows? Or do I notice his here? Where I'm circling right above that eyebrow looks white as ever. But the rest of it looks orange as a carrot. Am I the only one that sees this right here? Right above the eyebrow, right there. Maybe it's just me. Exactly. But okay, and where's that part where he his neck? I'm gonna try to find that over on Jake's side of the aisle. And then we're gonna pull up the more clear version, and I'm gonna really study the hell out of it. What part is this?
Is looking tight.
What part is it of the video? Okay, it's toward the halfway point.
Way what you're.
I want to make sure I get the right point.
Keep your eye. Whoa, right here. Sit here and do it over the top. Am I the only one?
Jake did a really good
Up
job.
the sound.
That's for sure.
Done a great job. So I want to thank Tiffany. Thank you very much.
So I want to thank Tiffany. Okay, that's the part that we need to find. Okay. Now we know what to find.
Thank you very much, everybody. This is a
Oh, look at this. It's not available. No. Oh, I wonder why. Yeah, I think we know why. I certainly know why. Thank Tiffany. So it's the point where he talks about Tiff. Right here.
And they really have done a great, Tiffany. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's not normal at all. Let's just zoom right into it. Put it. Oh, come on. Are here, I'm going to do something else here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do something else here first. How's everyone doing while I get that set up? Yeah, I'm going to get it offline so I can put it on slow-mo. Because I'm not liking this. So, it'll be ready in just a sec. Yes, I'm downloading it and putting it offline, so it'll go in slow-mo. So that's what we're about to do here. Yes. Niall, you see, I'm Bill Clinton, and we need a change. We can't be having AI carrot-looking people. We also, we can't have all this stuff. We have all these goofy things going on, in Arkansas. So instead of AI, we need change. We need real people. Oh, yeah, here we go. And of course, my Wi-Fi stinks yet again. Good news is I have my Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah, my Wi-Fi can be awful. Next time it does go down, though. Next time, I do have my hotspot ready. So after next time, it really shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, okay, good. It's saved. Offline. And okay, here we go. Good. Good. Guess what? We can now zoom in and slow-mo it. So we're going to go as slow as possible right here. I wish there was a little bit of higher quality, but I guess we have to do this. Okay, right here.
I've lived with them for many years. And
Okay, I already noticed it. Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt about it. There is no doubt about this at all. All right. Watch this. Right here. Look how the pixels change. Right here. The pause play so everyone can see how goofy this looks. Look at that little dent right there. Yep. See this? Look at this. Look at that. This went down, but this part didn't. Yeah, okay. We're supposed to think that this is completely, oh, now there's this extra little part of the skin right there. And we're supposed to think that this is normal. And all of a sudden it grows back. And I'm literally doing it frame by frame. Yeah, I keep hitting spacebar so that everyone can see it frame by frame how goofy this looks. And look at this. And this line is looking weird too on the very bottom. This is total CGI. Total CGI. All right. He looks like a terrible butt chin. Yeah, you know what? You may be right. Yeah, you may be right there. Got a fine tootin' West. And the big, what's it called? The pitchfork from Conker's Bad Fur Day. And now we got a ride tootin'. And that pitchfork from Conker's Bad Fur Day. And you know what? You may be damn right. Established presence. Yeah, I think he's about right on that one. Yeah, return of the butt chin. I did want to try to, we'll see how well I do. Before I do it, all credit goes to Jake. Jake made the song. He made the concept. He made the song. It was his idea, not mine. So I want to give credit to where credit's due, but I am going to do a little twist on it this time. Oh, that will be next, Josini. But before we do, I'm going to have Jaren. Actually, no. You know what? Let's mix them together. Let's do Human Feast singing Land on the Moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, yeah, land on the moon. You piece of shit, you piece of shit. We'll be come back soon. We drove to the left, we drove to the right. We're going to, you piece of shit all night. We're going to make sure, you fucking moron, and you're a freaking homo. And that's why you do it. We land on the moon. We land on the moon. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. Land on the moon. We land on the moon. Yes, you piece of shit. We will come back soon. We say rove, rove, rove. Fucking moron. Rove, rove, rove. Piece of shit. Rove, rove. Fucking clown. Rove, rove, rove. My name's QNV. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. in years. I make a bunch of gay porn now because I don't have anything better to do. I made 50 videos of Fred Dude who gets less than 200 views per stream. And now it's clear that I'm the biggest piece of shit of all. Oh, God. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job there. Oh, God. No. You better not be Jaren. Please don't tell me you were pretending to be my friend, and you absolutely cannot. Oh, my God. Okay, weirdo. You better... Okay, good. I think he was kidding. Okay, established presence. Okay. All right. I'm going to stand up now because I'm hating this. Oh, God. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to do Jaren singing it. Oh, God. So, again, credit to Jake. Boom, boom, ba bum, bum, bum. Well, let's do it right now. We land on the moon. Land on the moon. Land on the moon. We land on the moon. Land on the moon. We land on the moon. Yes, you douchebag. We will come back soon. We are going to lie to our audience about Jake, and we're going to pretend that everything's real. We're going to touch people's peepees because my name is Jaren. My name is Jaren Campanella. We land on the moon. We land on the moon. Land on the moon. We land on the moon. Land on the moon. Land on the moon. Yes, you douchebag. We're going to touch Jake's peepee because we have a contest worth $10,000. We're going to rove in the douchebag. Rove. My name is Jaren Campanella. All right. I tried with that one. Oh, boy. Jaren, steamy land on the moon. All right. Hey, I'll play one part of my thing for you. Just in case you haven't seen it. I'll play one part of my one of my videos I made. I gotta make a version without the, but I'm gonna play that ending part just because of how funny it is.
And you fucking
Try it, Jason.
wait, what? Why are you looking down at my pussy, you pieces of shit?
Because we know you're wanted. You make gay porn on your channel now, so now we will give you what you always wanted.
No. Get away from me, you piece of shit. You fucking clown. You fucking homo. And you fucking moron.
Bye, yeah. That might be bigger than Jaren's.
So I just sang Land on the Moon using Q&Fee and Jaren's voice. I just played my version of the ambiguously gay duo, Ronnie and Jason. And that was my episode that I'm in. And I have a Christmas one. Oh, I have a Christmas one coming for that. Yeah, we have another ambiguously gay duo with Ronnie and Jason. Q&Fee, I don't know if I'm going to put them in there yet. Maybe. We'll see. I have a Christmas special. I got to start working on that. Yeah, so Jake, and this was Jake. I don't care what Q&Fee says. This was Jake's idea, was putting Ronnie and Jason on the ambiguously gay duo. Q&Fee made the first episode. The theme song and the animation of the theme song was Q&Fee's. But the second episode, the one I just showed you, was completely me making the audio for those people. That was all me, the second one. other than, of course, the characters from Saturday Night Live. But the concept of the second episode and the voices were me generating it through AI. So that was all my doing. All right. What do I want to do next? I got some more ideas here. First of all, I'm going to turn my light on because I can't see a damn thing. Okay. All righty. So the next thing we got to do, because we just did that. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. That's what we're doing. JP Cristeno, thank you very much. Here's a little thing I like to do. Now, everybody, I'm Al Gore, and today we're going to talk about the lockbox and what you can use it for on Christmas Day. Lockboxes are very important in our lives and are needed to succeed forever and ever into the future. So, on Christmas, make sure you put remnants of your Christmas tree. We have a Christmas tree shaped lockbox just to do that. You also need to put the mistletoe that you have your first love kiss out of inside a mistletoe shaped lockbox. You can buy these from the government if you elect me, Al Gore, your president of the United States. You also can get a lockbox with saliva from your first kiss. That's right, and the lipstick that your woman used inside the lockbox, because the lockbox is the most important part of society, which is what my biggest campaign was as vice president at the time, Al Gore. I'm Al Gore. I approve all lockboxes. Okay, that's my impression of Al Gore. All right. Okay, what do I want to do next? Oh, God. Okay, let's do that next. Let's do that next. All righty. So, that's right. Here we go. Oh, God. Okay, here's what I wanted to do next. I'm King Stephen. Look at his eyes. He's a demon. That's my impression of King. Oh, well, everybody, I may be the next president of the United States, and I want to talk about Scandinavia socialism. From Finland and Denmark, where they have universal health care. We have to fight the oligarchy and make sure that we destroy capitalism once and for all, because I'm an old man that is loved by the young people, so they can redistribute all the money that we see with the rich billionaires. The top 1% of the oligarchy wants to be complete control through dollar class. No more. I'm Bernie Sanders and I approve this message. Thank you, JP Crusono. Of course, these, and you know me, all politics are phony. But even in a real world, this socialism thing would never work. So, again, this is just my impression of doing Bernie Sanders. I think it's all a bunch of crap, and I'm just doing the impression of him. Now, oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. That's who I want to do next. Oh, wait, no. Okay. You know what? Let's actually, before I do more of that, let's go through how well I did last week with my picks, because we haven't done that yet. And of course, this may not be everyone's cup of tea, and so we're going to make it quick, but let's see how I did with my picks. I like to update this while everyone watches. So, with that being said, let's update this real quick, and then we'll get right back to the impressions. So Pittsburgh won outright. So I won with Pittsburgh. So I feel like I did a good job with that one. The Rams beat the Cardinals. I know that. It's with Tampa Bay. I should have never taken that game. I don't know why in the world I did. But I did, and I failed. So that is all on me. Okay. This is taking a while, so I guess we will do that instead. Something's going on with it. Something's buffering my laptop pretty badly, actually. I think that's what I'm going to do here. That way, that part's consistent, but the other part doesn't have to be. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, boy, this thing's terrible. All right, my computer's buffering for some stupid reason. I don't know what the hell's going on here. It's not letting me do anything. But I don't want that one. I want to use my, that one. So I guess I'm just going to be, oh, there we go. Finally, something works. I don't know what the hell happened there. I'm lost out, right? Now I can actually work on this stuff. Seahawks won. Kansas City lost. They may be scripting them out of the whole thing entirely. Someone did mention something. All right. Yeah, I kind of did a little Putin too. I didn't do a perfect Bernie, but yeah, it was. It wasn't a perfect one, but I tried. People were pointing out that Kansas City dynasty started when they beat the Houston Texans. You know, in that divisional round before they beat the Niners in the Super Bowl. This could be how the script unfolds. Wouldn't it be odd if they never make the Super Bowl again after they lost at home to the Texans? The same place where it all started. That would be a little odd. We'll see. Is this a foreshadow? Is this maybe the script? I don't know. I did try my best. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. And for anyone who watched last week, I said with Washington playing good the last couple weeks and with Minnesota playing like crap, with Minnesota being favored in that game, everyone betting Washington, I said Minnesota was guaranteed to blow Washington off the field. And what happened? Minnesota blew Washington off the field. Not only that, they shut them out. I knew they were trying to rug pull the public. That this was a rug pull all the way. I saw it coming a mile away. No doubt in my mind. So who else won last week? Chargers won. Tampa. I don't think Tampa covered. I don't even think Tampa Bay covered. No, they didn't. So I lost with that one. I didn't even cover that game. That was... And then the Rams. Oh, yeah. I easily covered that one. Jacksonville won outright. I believe Seattle won outright too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they did. Okay. Cleveland. I do think they covered. They did cover my teaser. So at least that. Minnesota, of course, covered. So I won with this teaser. I lost with this teaser. So I split. I went 1-1 in the teasers. And I went roughly 4-3 in the money line. Not a great week, but not a horrible one either. I've had worse weeks, but I've also had better weeks. It was just an eerie week. I might make a separate video. Maybe I'll go back live another day and make the picks. I'm not really ready to make picks today, though. Usually I make them on Wednesday, but I'm not. I need to really look at the games and the money and all that. I was all over the Vikings last week. I said the line's fishy, and with Washington playing as good as they were, there was no way they were winning this game. Minnesota looked terrible. And Minnesota was favored, which means if Washington won, and a majority of the people picked them as the underdog, Vegas had to pay a lot of people and a lot of money. Minnesota was definitely going to win the game. No surprise there at all. Yes, we are. Return of the Donk. Jake does a really good job singing that song every week with the top 10. But, yep. The next thing we're going to talk about. Okay, here we go. We're going to do what we were going to do, and we are going to do it. Well, I'm Roseanne Barr, and today I'm going to complain about how I lost in 2012 once again. And all these freaking commies that I used to be a part of. Let's just check it out, okay? Uh-oh. You see, I only got around 15,000 votes in LA County. I was a big failure. Let's check Mendocino out. Even there, only got about 1%. I wasn't good anywhere. Oh, look, I actually got over 1% in Trinity when I was a commie, and I'm not one anymore. But I used to be. There you go, Roseanne Barr. All right, let's check this out. Hopefully I'll do better than last time when my throat was just completely effed up. Oh no, they're watching a show. I'll have to do it later. That will be, maybe I'll go live tomorrow. I'm going to go live tomorrow night and do it. We are going to do it. I just don't want to interrupt their movie that they're watching right now. Well, and this is something I do with Shady Davy D LaFleur. So I've been commentating for his bowling. His mics have not been working too well, but please, everyone, go watch his bowling every Thursday, and I will be there commentating. But this is what I usually do when he doesn't make a strike. It's the curse of Q&V. I want them to fail because I stabbed him in the back along with Jake and Holden. Now, everybody, here's the thing. When the opposing team doesn't do well, when Shady Davy D LaFleur's opposing team, the opposition team fails, it's the curse of Richie from Boston and the Chinese nano drones, because the opponents don't get underneath the bed and get right with God like they're supposed to. So those Chinese nano drones go up your asshole. But at any rate, I digress. And I'm willing to do it every week. One question for you, though. And if you are bowling that day, I'm not going to be able to do it. Are you bowling Christmas Day? Because that falls on a Thursday. So let me know that in the comment as well, Betty. And I'm going to do it as many Thursdays as possible, but I will not be able to on Christmas. If you are in fact bowling that day, I mean, you took Thanksgiving off, so I don't think you would be bowling Christmas Day, but that's a Thursday. So so if you know the answer to that, please let me know. That dirty Roseanne Barr. Good one. All right, good. I didn't think it was. All righty. Speaking of fake phony sports.
What's up, guys? I'm Pat Truthner. I believe meth is good for you because it was made by God for men's pleasure. Also, I'm going to lie consistently about Jake because I'm a big dick and I'm a horrible, evil piece of shit. I'm Pat Truthner, and this is who I am. With my big mustache. Patty the Mustache.
My impression of Pat Truthner.
Hey everybody, what's up guys? This is John from National Sports Entertainment, and I believe in gambling gods because I'm a big loser and I know I can never beat Jake the Awake, so I just keep making fun of him and posting lies because, well, let's be honest, I have no idea how to beat him in the ratings. And then I make accusations that he copies everything I do, even though that's not the case. And it's even been proven that I've copied Jake.
There's John for you. Oh boy. And yes, he did. He tried to accuse Jake of copying all his picks. And there was even one pick where John copied Jake a day after Jake. So see how stupid John is. And then he talks about gambling gods. What an idiot. What an idiot. Oh, boy. All right, what's next here? So I did, oh, God. Now, everybody, I have some bad news. I'm the new Alex Jones. And I'm gonna puke and throw up and cry. Where? That was new Alex Jones. I'm now Will Sasso. Bill Hicks, the old Alex Jones is gone, and now I'm gonna be a boring old elephant in the new Alex Jones. That new Alex Jones, it's so obvious. Different man entirely. Different man. Alrighty, so that's right. I'm an elephant now. I'm an old, decrepit, old hag, and I'm gonna puke and cry. Because that's all I know how to do. Yeah, I'm played by Will Sasso now. All right, let's see what else there is. Oh God, yeah, I'm doing that impression too. Are you ready for this impression, everybody? So, when I used to be a fanboy, and you know, I've told you about my past before. So one year I watched the Democrat National Convention, and by the way, as a sheeple, I hated the Democrats. I just watched them to see what they were going to say. This was back in 2016 when I was in high school, when Hillary was the nominee. And there was this weird person her name is Randi Weingarten. Randi Weingarten. I called her Jumpy Gal. And you're about to see why. Well, I actually have. When I've been out back, yes, I have. But I'm going to do Jumpy Gal now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to focus on creativity and critical thinking, not on more testing. And Hillary is the most qualified woman to be president. Where is it? I'm going to play it. I'm actually going to play it for you guys. Oh my God, that lady was horrible. Yeah, I'm going to find it. I got to play that for you so you know what the hell I'm even talking about. Oh God, here she is. And I called her Jumpy Gal because she jumped like an idiot. Where is it? Okay. Oh God, here it is. Okay, I found it. So I'm going to do mine one more time, and then I'm going to let you actually watch the real one. We'll focus on creativity and critical thinking, not on more testing. All right, here's the real one.
On creativity and critical thinking, not on more.
This lady's a nut. And that's the real woman. And I remember watching that when I was a sheeple and I was a big Trumper. Yeah, I was back then. And I had to do that impression. And yes, that's what that woman actually did. She jumped like an idiot. And even back then, I would watch, as much as I hated the Democrats as a fanboy and all that and the sheeple back then, I would always watch. I would always watch the conventions. Exactly. I mean, but I would even watch, the Democrat conventions. And that was my impression of that lady jumping around like a dumbass. Yeah, that's literally what she did. So, yeah, that's one of them. But I overdo it. I overdo it even more. She already jumps like an idiot. And then I just do extra on top of it. All right. Oh, and by the way, speaking of failures, hey, you know what I did as well? Yeah, and there was this British guy that was with him. Who was the British guy with him? Who was that guy? Because I watched him too. There was this British man who worked for him. Is this him? I think this is him. I remember this name. This may be him. Yes, I did. I watched. Yep, it is him. Okay. So back when I was, that type, I watched this guy a lot, Paul Joseph Watson, and he worked with AJ as well. So yeah, back then I was a fan of this guy as a sheeple. As a sheeple, yes, I did watch this guy. And so he works for Alex Jones as well. Paul Joseph Watson. Yep. Remember watching him all the time. Yep, I did. All right. But speaking of failures, I failed to do something. And if Kelly Yamaguchi is there, I would like to hear from you, because this is something I told you I was going to do. And I know, and by the way, condolences to Kelly Yamaguchi. What she said today at the end, it was pretty sad, but I'm glad everything's going okay. But I actually did have something that I said I was going to do for a while now that I keep forgetting to do. And now, well, I did it. And I said I was going to put it in the description and everything. Yeah, I failed. I didn't put it in the description. And hey, I failed on that. So I said I was going to put my playlist in the description. I'm still not done, by the way. But here's the incomplete version of it. And this time, unlike last time, in my failures last time, I'm actually going to put it in the description this time. So that's something I did not do a good job at last time at all. So I'm going to do that before we do anything else. So shout out to Kelly Yamaguchi if she's here tonight. Where the hell is oh, I guess you can't till it's over. Okay, well, I got to remember to do that then. Are you serious? What day was this? What day was this? And what show was it? What day and what show? I may have to try to look that up. All right, I'm gonna go grab my drink real quick. Where the hell is it? Where's my Coke? There's my Coke. There's my Diet Coke. Oh no, it's not diet. It's original Coca-Cola. No diet. I do like the taste of Coke. I went to go get my Coke real quick. 2021. What was it? Was it 2021, buddy? And what time was it? I'm going to look this up. Okay. Kettled. So what do you mean by kettled? All right. They surround. Okay, I get it. They surround you. Okay. Was it at the beginning of the whole thing, or was it toward the end? Okay. I will have to look that up. That will be an interesting one. Okay, let's see what else I've got for you here. By the way, for anyone who didn't see the fake phony scripted rigged fake phony results of prop 50 in California, because that was a part of the news. You'll get to see it right now. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. So we had our rigged, fake, phony, let's get more gerrymandering. They want to get more people bickering. So anything in blue is a no vote, and anything in red is a yes vote. So obviously, counties like San Francisco voted yes. It's all rigged. It's all rigged. And by the way, I'm going to show up the 100% results. This is how you know it's so fake and phony. Look at this. And this is my, I post a 100% report. 15,600 ballots were not counted. They couldn't get it done in 30 days. If this were real, these people would be fired on the spot. It's not. But it isn't. It's fake and phony in Hollywood. And that's why these assholes can get away with not counting those ballots. I mean, if we count all the ballots that weren't counted, we don't even know who won Stanislaus County. But apparently those are not going to count now. So I guess we could just say this, but it's all fake and phony. Exactly. By the way, when we get closer to November of next year, I will be making my predictions on who's going to win the midterms. That is something I'm going to do. I want to wait for the primary dust to settle before we get into that. But I will be making predictions on that. Yes, and that, so I will be using YMPMS to make those predictions. So yes, we are predicting every seat. I know. We're going to see how many I get right. That's not going to be till later on. But yes, I will be predicting every single seat live in the summer and in the fall of next year. So that will be something to look forward to. And I do plan this. If there's nothing going on, I can't promise anything right now because we're a year away. If nothing's going on and I'm home, I will actually be live streaming the night of the election so that we can see. So that is my plan to do. And hopefully I'll be able to do that. I'm sure that will be a fun stream to do. But I am planning to do that. No promises. No promises. So I will be doing that, and we're gonna, make fun of the left and the right, both. And I'm gonna do something a little special. I'm gonna do a what if I was still a sheeple? And I would actually let you inside to what I would actually do if I still believed it was all real. So yes, we're going to be doing that too. So you can see like what my thought process was before I met Jake and everything. So that you can know where I came from. But in terms of that. So that'll be fun to do. So I'll be doing that as well. I'll do a little Western accent while I do it as well. So you know that it's all me being silly. Yeah. And I know your main two parties are the conservative and the liberal party. And I know conservative is blue and liberals red. By the way, all my predictions, conservatives, Republicans will be blue and Democrats are always red on my maps so that everyone knows that. And I'll, of course, explain that again when we do it. But, yeah. That will be something that, again, I'll explain when we get there. All my maps are red for Democrat, blue for Republican. And the U.S. Election Atlas is consistent with that as well. And that's where I get all my data from. When I look at fake, phony data and the manufactured mainstream narratives, That's where I look at. So like what I just showed you with that the U.S. election atlas. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got going on tonight. I did predict I didn't know what was going to happen. I did predict Australia the left would win earlier this year. Everyone was saying the right would win, but it was just so muffled. And they were hiding. No, I knew the right wasn't going to win. Yeah. And the reason why in Australia, why I did not think the right wing was going to win this year was because don't forget what the mainstream right, what is it? I think they're called the Liberal Party as well, the Conservative Party. Oh no, the Liberal are the Conservatives and the Labour Party's the left, main left one in Australia. But the main storyline was that the mainstream right-wing party actually brought military out, or I don't know what actually happened. I'm just saying what the narrative was. But their narrative was police were basically beating the crap out of people in Australia, and this was happening while the Conservatives were in charge in Australia. And so I knew if that narrative was real, there was no way there was no way they were going to just randomly elect these people. I knew the right was going to be heavily divided amongst multiple parties, and it was. The left won. The right overall, like if you count all the left, all the right and their third parties, the right did win by a couple points. But this was one where I predicted, or at least the manufactured data, where the storyline would be the left's more united and the right's divided. And that's exactly what the storyline was. Of course, you had your Green Party voters, which are and get more vote there than here. But you get my point. Here's the thing, though. I know Canada, there's some Trump people in Canada too. And again, I'm not forget, and I know it's not real. I'm just saying manufactured, they would have this happen. So, and this is actually an example of if I was a sheeple, what would I actually do? Who would I endorse if I was a sheeple? If I lived there and I was a sheeple, who would I? Kind of an entertainment factor. But again, I think they're all phony, so it doesn't really matter. But if I was still that way, who would I pick? And that's what I'm about to show you right now. So you're right. I would have actually, again, I don't care because it's all fake and phony. But if I was real, I mean, if I did still think it was real, I would have picked Maxime. This would have been the person I would have picked personally. Again, no, I think it's all fake now. And I'm just saying, if I still believed it was real, this is who I would have picked. So the People's Party of Canada. And that's what I would have done. But again, it's all phony. So, but your Trump people may want him. So then that narrative comes into play. And so it's a little tough, personally, to see what would happen and how that narrative would form. Really? Okay. See, I'm going to let you know on this right now. And actually, maybe I'll just play it out. So before I met Jake, I was already starting to hate the paradigm. I was already starting to get annoyed with the paradigm. So what I would do And this, again, I don't believe in any of it anymore, but before I met Jake, let's pretend we were voting here in the state of California. Again, this is just to show you what I would have done so that you can get a grip on it. I'm going to give you the primary for Senate as an example, the open primary for Senate as an example. And I'm going to give you a couple other examples as well. Where is it? Now I got to find the goddamn thing. Here it is. So, of course, we had 2 Democrats scripted into the general election that year. By the way, it's clear, and they do script the elections in California. They break laws that are clearly on the books. And I've done a video on that already, but I will do another one when it gets closer to next year so that you can see it live. And we have one in June, so maybe I'll even do it in April or March when they start to rig the machines. But it's actually under others, so you're not going to even see it here. So let's try 2016. Another example. I would have looked very hard at Gail Lightfoot. That would have been my candidate in 2016. Easily would have been my candidate in 2016. Especially, it was early 2023, really late 2022 when I met Jake. So before that, I would have voted for her in 2022 if that was on my ballot. Now, and so you can understand how ridiculous the mainstream is, especially how Fox News sucks. I'm about to show you an example of that right now. So I can actually tell you a story about this election. So here were the candidates. I have not met Jake yet. This was actually how I voted. This was less than a year before I met Jake, though. I voted Eric Early. He was the MAGA Trump Republican, wanted to protect the Second Amendment. Anne-Marie Schubert was a Republican, by the way, as well. But this Nathan Hochman guy got in. And, of course, I was a MAGA Trump at the time. I mean, I was open to, I voted a lot of third parties in as well. But when it came to just Democrat, Republican across the board for me, except for this race. So I'm going to tell you what happened here. And, of course, your greedy Fox News, your mainstream right-wing narratives covered the story up, even though it was clear as day on the local news stations what was going on. So this Hochman guy, who's supposed to be the Republican, the savior to the Democrats. And again, this was before I met Jake. So this guy Hochman, the Republican, threatened to arrest Trump supporters for simply saying the words the election was stolen. He was on the Sacramento bus. He was on his campaign bus in Sacramento doing this interview. Of course, the Fox News never touched this interview. And as soon as I heard that and how he is going to arrest people for not following Newsom's COVID laws, don't forget, Rob Bonta was already Attorney General, and I was working at the time. We were not being forced to follow the law. As a matter of fact, our counties refused to follow Newsom's laws. Placer County did not follow his laws. And Hochman, as a Republican, said, we will force Placer County to follow Newsom's COVID laws. And so when he said those two things, voted for Rob Bonta right then and there. And I'm going to show you something else pretty intriguing. So Trinity County, which has been very Republican since Trump became the nominee, here is their other worst results. So Moiser only won by 10.4 points. Take a look at Attorney General. And this is where I think they had to script Trinity County in this way because there are so many people that just knew what was going on. Bonta won by nearly 12. And this is what, like me, again, who knows what the actual result was, But they had to fill the storyline in that Trump supporters were pissed off with Hochman because he did. He said we were going to arrest Trump, or he was going to arrest Trump supporters for saying the words the election was stolen, because that apparently was why the insurrection happened. Again, it's all fake narrative. But I, at the time, did think it was real. And of course, as someone on the MAGA side at the time, absolutely I'm voting for Bonta because Hochman just threatened to put me in jail. So why would I? All right, Shady Davey, you have a good night. But again, I want everyone to know I don't think any of this is real. But at that time, I still did. And then it was shortly after that election when Bonta won is when I met Jake and when I woke up to everything. So I was still thinking during that attorney general race that I just showed you that it was all real. Of course, now I don't, but at the time I did. And I mean, I'm going to tell you what I did think. But now I know it's all a bunch of BS. So there's that. There's that. Jonna, Rose, are you two still here? Oh, God. Speaking of that race, and I already thought everything was fake, but I watched the, so this Hochman guy is now the district attorney of LA County. He ran for that 2 years later and was scripted to win. So I think they just put him out there 2 years earlier to get his name recognized against the incumbent at the time, George Gascon. I don't know how many of you know them. And speaking of that, after I'm done with this, I am going to open up the chat. So obviously, we as people that have woken up to everything, we all think all the debates are fake and phony. But the LA District Attorney debates were so bad, even your most sheeple people thought it was laughable. That's how bad these debates were. So I'm going to do an impression of that debate right now. All right. I'm going to pretend to be both of these loser idiots. So I'm going to start by being Gascon, then I'm going to be Hochman. Well, as LA District Attorney, we need to do the work to make sure LA County is safe. Now, Mr. Hushposh doesn't understand what it's like to be, he's never worked. The work that we do to prepare. And literally that's what Gascon did. He bulged his eyes and stuck his front teeth out. Yeah, that was Gascon. Now I'm going to pretend to be Hochman. Mr. Gascon doesn't understand anything. He won't tell you. He was a Republican twice as long as I was, and I've been a Democrat twice as long as he has, to the point where, as a Republican now, I've even threatened to arrest Trump supporters for saying the election was stolen. It's Gaslight Gascon with his Gage Geft and the Gate Grimes that have been going on in this county. Gaslight Gascon with Gate Grimes and Gage Geft. And he would do everything with a G in front of it. That's how horrible that debate was a joke. It's not. I've had it, and it's really good. As a matter of fact, I do have one. I'll be right back with it. I do have. Oh my god! Where the hell even is it? Damn it! Where the hell is it? You gotta be a Western cowboy to understand. I do have this one on the strawberry flavored one. But no, this is the one I'm drinking right now. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's sound. All right. All right. So I'm going to do a few more things here. I'm going to let my parents finish their movie and stuff. So, Rose, stay here for a little bit because once my parents go to bed, once they're done watching, because I don't want to interrupt them too much, I'm going to do my scening performance once they go to bed. So that is something we will be doing. So if John is still here, let her know so she can get on the StreamYard. Not yet, though. Not yet. But I will do it. And I'll have the link. Speaking of StreamYard, it is now time for anyone who wants to come on to do just that. So the link is going to be right here. And anyone who wants to join can. This is now the time to have your voice heard. What did you miss, Rose? What did you miss, Rose? Yeah, JB Crucino. Here, there's the link for you. Oh man. If you want to end by coming on here, you can, and then you can leave if you want. Rose. I want to make sure Rose. Oh, yeah, okay. I can do that again while people are coming on. Okay, I'm gonna do Gascon and Hawkman again because I think Rose missed it, so I want to do it for her. Well, here's the thing. Mr. Hoshposh, his real name's Hawkman. Mr. Hoshposh doesn't understand. The reality is the work that we do in LA County. I have done one of the best jobs in deteriorating crime. Your eyes are moronic. Don't look anywhere, despite what the media's telling you. Yeah, that's what he does. Literally, that's what he did after the answers. Now, Gaslight Gascon wants to gaslight everyone with his grime problems, Gate Grimes and Gage Geft, with all the crimes that have been going on in this county. So that's why we need to stop with the Gaslight Gascon. And yes, I'm so into saying Gaslight Gascon with Gage Geft and Gate Grimes and all other types of grimes. And he said everything with a G. Yeah, he did. He called crimes Grimes. And he called wage theft Gage Geft. Yes, he really did do that. That's how stupid the debates were. That's okay, buddy. Understandable. I'm going to take a quick restroom break. I will be right back. In the meantime, I'm going to have Jake make you all laugh with his fanboy impressions as I take a quick restroom break here.
Game right now, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna win because we always come back and win because we're the Chiefs and we're the best. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan watching a Kansas City Chiefs game right now. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna win because we always come back and win because we're the Chiefs and we're the best. I'm pretty sure we're going to go undefeated. Nobody's as good as us. What? We're going to freaking lose to Buffalo? Oh, man. I thought we were going to go undefeated. Dang it! We'll still probably win the Super Bowl because we are the best. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, and I'm really enjoying the fact that we just beat the Chiefs. I hope this is the year that we finally win a Super Bowl. I've always felt like such a loser because we lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. So I hope that this year we finally win a Super Bowl. Some people say that the NFL is scripted. Well, if it is scripted, I hope they script it for my team to finally win a Super Bowl so I don't feel like such a loser. I'm a 49ers fan. Last year, we went to the Super Bowl and we almost won. But this year, we kind of suck. And I can't figure out why. It must be because the refs are cheating. Yeah, it's those freaking refs. I'm a Seahawks fan. I root for Geno Smith, which means I'm going to win the Super Bowl. Because our quarterback is Geno Smith. I'm a Rams fan. I hope that Matthew Stafford throws the ball to Puka Nuka. I have Puka Nuka on my fantasy team. And I really want my fantasy team to win this week. And I also want the Rams to win this week. So please, God, let Matthew Stafford throw the ball to Puka Nuka a bunch of times, please. I'm a Patriots fan. And it's obvious there hasn't been much to cheer about since Tom Brady left the team. And I've been telling people the second coming of Brady. But at any rate, I digress. Fan. And I'm pretty disappointed. Last year, we went to the playoffs. Went to the playoffs with Joe Flacco. Why did we hang on to Joe Flacco? Why did we Joe Flacco go to the Colts? Man, if we still every time I think I hate Derek Carr, and then it usually causes me to start liking him again. So, I think I like Derek Carr again. Unless he loses, then I don't like him. It's been a while since I could hold my head up, made the playoffs. Okay, Eagles, don't you dare go falling apart like you did last year. Bang with the
I'm back. I'm back. All right. Unfortunately, my Wi-Fi can suck. And now, oh, Rose, are you still here, by the way? Like I said, I will do the scening. I think they're going to be done the next half hour, so then we'll do it. But in the meantime, and now it's time for church chat. Well, I'm the church lady, and this is church chat. What are we going to do today? Let's start with inviting, let's have King Stephen on the show. Yeah. What is it, church lady? Well, I think you're trying to push God in a form of Satan. What are you talking about? I think you have low IQ. Oh, look at your eyes. You're a demon. Well, isn't that special? Now, who could have made you this way, huh? Could it be King Kong? No, that ain't it. Could it be The Matrix? Maybe. I can't think of the name. Who could it be? Oh, I know. Satan? You are a demon. How dare you, church lady? You're a demon. And will burn in hell for it. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Now, our next guest is someone really special. Someone who is, well, ooh, almost tripped there. I seriously did almost trip there. Someone who's very corrupt. Someone who describes himself as, a truther who's not. Please welcome Jaron Campanella. Yeah, well, what's up, church lady? I'm a creep. Yeah, we know that, Jaron. Let's discuss a couple of things about your creepiness. Wait a minute. Let me do something weird. I'm watching my wife have sex with another man. Well, isn't that special? Now, Jaron, why did you make a YouTube video complaining then if you like watching your wife have sex with other men? Well, because I wasn't in the room. And I wasn't able to see it. So, that's why I didn't like it. But other than that, I do like it. And I also like to challenge people to pee-pee measuring contests because I'm a creep. And I have nothing better to do with my life. Well, how convenient. Now, who made you this way, huh? Who made you a little pee-pee lover? Is it Satan? Oh, church lady, you know what? I think. What do you think? Church lady, go fuck yourself. Oh, Jaron, bye-bye. Jaron Campanella. Let's see who's next on the list. Oh, God, I don't know if I'm going to succeed at this, but we'll try it anyway. The next guest is our orange friend, our carrot tornado, Donald Trump. Well, church lady, how you doing? You gotta have Trumptricity. Without Trumptricity, you can't do anything. Well, isn't that special?
Trumptricity is the number one meaner, greener, cleaner energy. We're going to have it all over, and we're going to make China pay for it. Now, who made you invent Trumptricity? Is it Satan?
And Trumptricity is Jake's idea for sure. And by the way, so this is a Saturday Night Live skit. Dana Carvey actually plays the real church lady. This is what I was trying to do to get at Jaron on his speaker corner a few months ago. This was what I was trying to. That's right. And that's why I was talking about that whole Hockman thing, because that was before January 2023 when I thought elections were real. So I was actually telling you what I really thought. So with the Hockman thing in that election with Bonta, that was actually how I thought. Because again, that was before January 2023. And like I said, Rose, once my parents set up, we got some songs tonight. I said I was going to do it, and we are going to do it. And I'll have the link there for anyone who wants to join. So now I'm going to try to do this. Let's see if I could do a good job at this. 'Twas the night before 2025 Christmas, and all through the house every creature was stirring, even a little mouse. Everyone was all crazy, wonky, and weird with all the things that the politicians are doing. Creepy, corrupt, and weird. As we get closer and closer to potentially a one world government, we have liars about UFOs all over the damn place. AI and CGI everywhere you see. So instead of getting real Christmas presents, people get corrupt AI from greed. Now, instead of normal, slightly orange skin, we get a tangerine carrot with a little slint of clear in the little eyebrow wicket. We got horrible new Christmas movies that are nothing like the old ones, which is why I ignore them and watch all the old stuff like The Grinch and Elf. Well, what Stephen Hawking there was saying is we need a change. I, as the governor of Arkansas, have that change. So we needed the change, and that change is going to be with Bush kicking him out and making me the president of these United States. That's what we need. We need a big change, and I will deliver on that change. Yeah, well, I just did it. All right. I did that little Christmas story. I don't know how good that turned out, but I tried. Yep. Hey, Joe Zini had a really good idea. Joe Zini. Hey, if anyone has a request, please send it over. I'll try to do my best. Anyone else have a comedic request? let's see what else we got to that. I apologize sincerely for what just happened. My Wi-Fi stinks. Are you leaving, Josini? Okay, I will. My Wi-Fi here again. Of course, buddy. Jonna? So this is what I told Rose. I don't want to my parents are just trying to watch. They're almost done. So once they're done, once they head up, I am going to do that, and that's when I'm going to send the link out. So we are doing it in about 15 to 20 minutes, I think. We are going to do it though. Don't worry. Okay, Josini, that hey, mistakes happen. JP did say he was about to go to sleep, so mistakes happen, buddy. I will be doing that. So don't worry, Jonna. And I actually have a favor for not tonight. I already have kind of things lined up. But we will. We absolutely will. Christmas Eve, I think, is going to be more of that. And Jonna and Rose. Okay, I will do that one for you, Jonna. I will do that one. I'll do transmission. I will do that one. I'll have to look that one up. I will do that one. I don't know it, but I will try my best. If not this time, next time for sure, but I'm going to try to do it tonight. So I will do that one. But other than that, I already have stuff lined up tonight. But I have something to tell you and Rose real quick. So Christmas Eve, you know how I'm only going to see now on StreamYard and not through the YouTube. I want you to try to get Jake over here Christmas Eve, and here's why. I am going to practice Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult, and I plan to perform that Christmas Eve night. So you know Jake usually streams Wednesdays Christmas Eve, and I plan to do that for Jake as a Christmas present. So if you don't tell him what the surprise is, don't tell Jake what the surprise is, but tell him that you want him at my stream on Christmas Eve, because I will do that for him. Joy Division transmission. Okay, got it. So maybe while I not yet, but when I get the link out while everyone's trying to get on here, I'll listen to it and I'll have that ready to go. So well, tell him that I want him over. Just don't tell him that I'm going to be singing Don't Fear the Reaper. I want him over here Christmas Eve. But that is my plan, is to sing Don't Fear the Reaper. So after the show. So That'll probably be the first song I actually, or the second one, because I always like to get warmed up. But I am planning to do it. So that's my little Christmas present for him. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Jonna, very much. I know you guys have Jake's phone number. That's why I'm letting you two know. So that, but yeah, definitely tell him Christmas Eve. Tell him it's a surprise and that he's going to be very happy about it. All right. So in the meantime, yes, I am planning to do that. And I'll give you all the StreamYard link that night too. I do have dinner with my grandma that night, so I won't be watching all of Jake's stream that night because it is tough when I'm at a restaurant to do that. Of course, I'll watch as much as possible. Same thing. Yeah, that's where I live. Yeah, I'm gonna see it right through the StreamYard. So I'm gonna see it right here. And so yeah, I want him over to my channel Christmas Eve right after a show. I'll do my show, and then I'll invite you all to the StreamYard like I will tonight, and then I'll do one song beforehand, and then Jake's surprise, Don't Fear the Reaper, is going to happen. So those are my on Christmas Eve. This Wi-Fi is really giving me a pain in the ass. I'll tell you. I'll tell you, cowboy. Yes, it is. And I'm looking forward to it. I think Jake's going to be really happy. If he somehow streams Tuesday, because Christmas Eve's Wednesday, we'll do it Tuesday. So just that week, whenever he streams, we'll do it that night. So if he streams Tuesday, we'll do it Tuesday. I'm assuming it'll be Wednesday because he usually does Wednesday, but Christmas Eve is Wednesday. So for some reason, if he does it Tuesday, I'll do it Tuesday. But yeah, I'm going to do it that week. No question about that at all. So I'll remind you that week in the chat. I mean, even though I'll be at dinner, probably I could still chat. I'll still be in the comment section. I just will have it on mute because again, I'll be at dinner. So, but I'll remind you guys, and then you can lure Jake over, and then I'll do it. I'll do the surprise. All right. In the meantime, and again, I'll be on here again probably tomorrow night to make my picks. By the way, I don't ever pick Thursday games, so it doesn't affect that at all because I'm not going to take it anyway. I don't even know who even is playing Thursday night. Again, I never pick Thursday games because it's Falcons, Tampa Bay. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that. So again, Sunday and Monday games are the games I'm going to take. And I'm probably going to stay away from the Monday game too, to be honest. So I'll probably just stick with Sunday when I make the picks, which will be tomorrow. And by the way, if people come on quickly, at the end, and I don't get a chance to listen to transmission, Jonna, I will see tomorrow as well. So we'll do it. I'm planning to do it tonight, but if I don't get to it, we will do it tomorrow. All right. So another thing. You know what? Yeah, I'll do that impression too. I'm going to do another impression. Hello, football. Liverpool fans, we are ready for our picks full pay. Let's get to it right now. Where's my... Yeah. There we go. Where's my stupid light? Peak number 1. My bags are packed. Guess what? We're going to the Meadowlands in New Jersey, where the New York Football Giants are favored against the Washington Redskins. Oh, yeah. Let's go. I'm not going to pick this game. Throw out. This game stinks. Terrible, deplorable, embarrassing. 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 That's a throw out all the way. My bags are packed. You guys are all caught up. You guys are all safe. Take care. There you go. That's Mort guy impression. So he's from New York. So he's actually not too far from where that game is. That's my impression of him. So when you guys are all getting onto the StreamYard, that's when I'll listen to the song then. I'll put it in my bookmark right now. Yep, we're going to do it. Jonna wants it. We're going to do it. I don't even know what it is, but we're going to do it anyway. Joy Division. Okay. I'm going to save it right now, and then when you guys are all getting onto the deal, I will do it. I will listen to it while you guys get on the StreamYard. And I'll do that one first before I do the stuff I have planned. That way it's nice and new in my mind. All right. Oh, wow. Everyone left quickly. Oh, there we go. All right.
All right, folks. I know the new Alex Jones was here earlier tonight, but now the old one's back, and I'm going to eat my neighbor's ass. I will eat my neighbor's ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass.
All right. Jonna, I have it saved, bookmarked. I will be listening to it when it's time for you guys to get on the StreamYard. So I am gonna listen to it. So it's here. Yeah. No, you don't have to actually be on camera. It's just you just have to be on to listen. Because I'm going to, when it's time to do it, I'm going to take myself off YouTube. Because they'll just copyright strike me. So it's not worth doing that and screwing myself over. Oh, God. Speaking of Ramsey, he's British. And something similar to British is Australian. And we got to do it. We got to do it. All right now. So, Jake the Asshole, now known as Jake the Awake, looks like Robert Ham. And Holden Smith looks like Aidan Muckler. Just look at the face. I'm going to show you a face of Aidan Muckler, who looks like Holden Smith. Truther 6242. I want you to see how Truther 6242 and Animalcula look the exact same way almost. Look at the face. Very similar. And the nose is very similar, and the shape of the face is very similar as well. And look at the ears. Very similar. Animalcula. I really do believe this. The leftist progressive commentator Animalcula. It's the same as this guy on the left with his hand waving. They're played by the same character. Just like Jake the Awake is played by a UK boxer and Nick Am. Also, Jake is played by an actor, Will Duffy. Oh my god. Yeah, that is my impression of Aaron Haywood. So you see here, Holden Smith, Truther 6242. Right here is the same character as Animalcula right on the screen. It's the same guy. You see the similar face. I have more pictures of Mr. Muckler right here. I'll show it to you right now. So yes, he goes from Roseville to Chicago every single day. There he is. Look how similar these two look. Very similar face. These are definitely the same people. You see here. Look how similar these two look. Because it's the same man. That is my impression of Aaron Haywood. Let's see what's going on here. So we did that. Oh, speaking of accents, we have a problem here. Who knows the problem? Rose, Jonna, do you know the problem that we have here? Because now my accent is British. We have a problem with personal incredulity, as I am going to pretend Jake has personal incredulity, even though the real guy with personal incredulity is me, Simon Scam. And that is my impression of Simon Dan. All right. Personal incredulity. Yep, indeed. I gotta get a new picture here. That's right, personal incredulity. It's a massive problem with all sorts of stuff. Oh my god. Oh god. Yep, that is your buddy there. Not really. He's horrible. Oh my god. Oh god. Let's see what else we got here. Oh God, okay. Here's the next one. Look, everybody. It's back. The curse of QNC. Hey. Now, let's talk about how I became a piece of shit. I became a moron. All I do is obsess over Flatzoid. Let's see how good Flatzoid actually is doing here. And how ridiculous behaving. Look how he's doing. Hey. He gets 120 views. And his streams don't even get 1,000 views. But I make 50 videos of him because I'm obsessed and prepare for a Christmas special. Hehe. God, that Q and fee. That's right. And because I'm obsessed with this clown. By the way, don't ever subscribe to that guy. Flatzoid's horrible. And we're done picking the fake phony games. But here's the thing. You know, I have a problem. Because now I know I'm a piece of shit. Hey. Oh my God. Oh my God. And that is my impression of Q and Fee again. Alrighty. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right. Well, here's the thing. Thank you very much. And I do it sometimes during the bowling on Thursday on Shady DVD The Flay. Because when he doesn't get a strike and not even a spare, it's the curse of QNC that makes him fail because I stabbed him in the back. So actually, yeah, if he keeps missing, and of course, then I do this thing where I pretend to battle with fake QNC. I'll be like, I want Shady DVD LaFleur to get a strike, and then I'll pretend in QNC's voice to be like, no, I want the curse. So it's a pretend fight. That way it's entertaining at the same time. Give people some entertainment. Oh, yeah. So, but you know, while we're talking before, because it's, again, we're going to do the scening once my parents go up for the night, which should be in the next 20 minutes. But I wanted to talk about something else. So we talked about how TV and just things in general are not as good today as they were back in the day. Same thing goes with computer websites as well. I'm glad I was a kid when I was, because now, like, all this stuff is boring. There is nothing fun anymore. The Disney website sucks. All it is just subscribing you to Disney Plus now. The whole thing stinks. There's no games on Disney.com anymore. There's no nothing. It used to be all this fun stuff when I was a kid, and now it's turned to crap. Nothing fun anymore. As a matter of fact, I have another game that I'm going to play for you all. Speaking of fun and games, I have another game for you all. Before we wrap this part of it up, before I do my scening, I'm going to load that up real quick right now. So I actually, as a kid, even though I was always here in Roseville, in terms of websites, I did not always stay on Disney United States. I played on Disney Europe, Asia, and all this stuff. Well, I had a very different life. And this was so my favorite Disney was from the UK. And so there happens to be a copy of this game from the UK. And it's called Top Trumps. Yeah, I know the word Trump's in the name. Believe it or not. But yeah. So I'm going to play that so you can all see what that looked like and what I grew up with. And I'm going to be the guy that plays games too, so that's what's going to make this channel fun. And I'll talk about stuff while I play the game. So you'll be entertained by it for sure. I want to make sure the game's going to work before I put the screen up though. Yeah. How long is this going to take to load? This thing's sure taking its damn time. Yep, it sure is. That's for sure. I want to wait till the game actually loads, and then I'll put the screen up. Is it because of my stupid ad blocks on? Maybe my ad blocks screwing this whole thing up. I'm going to turn it off for this specifically because I think that's screwing it over. For this website, I'm not going to turn it off for anything else. Here. Thanks for being patient, everybody. I don't know what's going on here. If this doesn't work soon, we're not going to do it. Because this is a pain in my ass. This is starting to become a pain in my ass. Seriously, it's starting to become a pain in my ass. Yeah, cowboy, cowgirl. Oh my God, I'm hilarious. I am hilarious sometimes. And, yeah, this thing's not wanting to work tonight for some stupid reason. Maybe if I try to pull it on the other browser. Let's try that. Does this work? We'll see if it does, baby. If not, then I guess I don't know what to do after that. God. Yeah, that's me trying to pull off my jokes here. Oh. Yeah, but it should be This should work a lot better now. Connected to my mobile network. No longer on my crap Wi-Fi. So that should definitely help the problem here. But I wanted to play a game for you all before I do the last part, which is the scening. We got to make sure the game actually works. Not completely screw over me like it likes to do sometimes. Now I'm trying to actually put it back. I'm hoping. I'm not going to put a question on there. That's something that you, Rose, and John can talk about. I don't feel comfortable asking type of question personally. But no, I like my impression that you're Josine. I like when you're here. Oh, I think. All right. Let's get this set up to go here. This game is not wanting to load. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. At this point, it doesn't matter. Hey, I'm Jonna. Rose, are you still there? Are you two still here? Because I think I have some good news for the two of you. I want to make sure Jonna and Rose, or at least one of them, still here. Okay. My game's not working. So, this is that time where it's time to start heading over to the StreamYard. And then I'll do my stuff. While you guys come in, it'll be a few minutes just so I can listen to Jonna's request. I don't even know what the song is, so I'm going to listen to it right now. So while you guys get on, I will be doing that. If I can find my stupid headphones. There they are. All right. So while you guys get on here, okay. Hello, Jonna. Before we start, I'm going to listen to your request so I even know what the hell it is. And then we'll get started. So this will also give Josine a few minutes to come as well. Okay, what is this transmission? Something. Yeah, here we go. Let's listen to this. Let's see here. Now I gotta get the vocal out of it because last thing we want is for that to happen. Oh, holy shit. What the hell was that? All right, so for Josini and for Rose, we are at that point now. That's why I have the link here. I will keep it up for 5 more minutes. I'm going to listen to that song one more time, that Jonna. I'm going to try my best, Jonna. I really am. Okay. Oh, hey, Rose, I'm glad you're here. All right. All right, Josini, do you want to come on? Last call for Josini. Although I still have to extract the vocals. Once that happens, Josini, to be coming off the YouTube feed. Okay, that part should almost be done. Alright. Reason that I don't know why. All for call. For the YouTube part of the feed. So Josini, the link's there. So if you need the link, it will be in the chat.